Hey guys, welcome back to Wilson's Wild Ride, where we do all things RV and travel. If that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification so you never miss a beat. We have been kind of in seclusion. I've had pneumonia and Wilson's had to work. It's been a long, tough road. But in that time when we were stuck here, we live in this. Right now we're living in this like really big RV park, and we've noticed some things that people are doing that we just think you should never do as an RVer. So coming up next, the 5 things that you shouldn't do as an RVer.
Okay, now number 1, filling up at normal gas stations. So if you're driving a gasser, if you can plan ahead and try to find the Pilot travel stations or your Flying J's or your Loves, you can download their apps and it will tell you if they have RV lanes. Those are the best things to do. Just hit those RV lanes. If they don't, where you're going and they don't have RV lanes, at least try to find the RV friendly stations, because if you go into those that aren't RV friendly, a lot of times you can get in them, but getting out might be a chore. If you happen to be driving a diesel tow vehicle, take advantage of those truck lanes. In the truck lanes, you're going to have more room there, and you have a lot of amenities there, such as your DEF and your diesel, and everything is right there for you. And right now I'm going to show you some video of that. So outside here we got, of course, you have your diesel pump, and something that I really thought was awesome, because when you go and these newer vehicles, you have to use DEF and get them from Tractor Supply, eccentric, etc. Anyway, they come in a big box with a big plastic jug, and once you use them, you got to figure out how you're going to get rid of all that stuff. Here, they have it right here, and it's cheaper. You can come here and you can get your DEF, fill up with your DEF, and it's so much cheaper just to do it this way, and you don't have to worry about throwing anything away. I'll go ahead and do that right now. The DEF fluid here is $3.08 a gallon right now. Of course that fluctuates, but it's still cheaper than what it would be for me to buy it at the store right now. And like I said, and I don't have nothing to throw away. Number 2, driving through storms. You got thunderstorms, ice storms, snowstorms, and if you're out west, even dust storms. They're just too dangerous to try to drive through. Find yourself a rest stop or a truck stop. Go in there, have yourself some lunch, have supper, and just kind of wait it out and for the weather to pass. And too many times we've seen trailers in ditches because people try to outrun the storms. It's just not worth it. Don't do it. Number 3, parking solo. Please don't do it. Get yourself a spotter. Use phones to help back yourself in. Trust me, if you're traveling by yourself, we want to help you. It's painful to watch. So if you need help, ask. Number 4, driving too fast. Slow down. You know, the journey is part of the camping trip. Your tires are rated for a certain speed and they're rated for a certain air pressure, right? So especially during the summer months, the faster you go, just because your tires are rated for 76 miles an hour, doesn't mean you should do it, because the faster you go, the more friction it creates. The more friction, the more heat. The more heat, the more the air pressure builds. When you add all these things up, that's a recipe for a blowout. So to keep from having blowouts may have accidents. That's how you have accidents. So to keep all this from happening, just slow down. Enjoy your journey.
So number 5. This is the all-time problem for a lot of people, and that is not making their reservations, just trying to wing it. Now, you could do that 3 or 4 years ago. You could go places. We spent a whole summer not even having reservations. But nowadays, you can't do that. And it's really the number one thing that if you go talk to your park host or you talk to the lady that makes the reservations, that's going to be the one thing that really aggravates her, is that people come in thinking that they're just going to be able to snap their fingers and get a reservation. They're tired, they're overstressed. People have been on the road and they just thought that somebody was going to have an opening. That's just not the case this summer, guys. That's just not the case. You've got to make those reservations. You got to think ahead. And coming up in the next videos that we're going to be doing, Wilson's going to show you how to make those reservations ahead of time and map out your journey. That's what we do, and it's really, really good advice. Okay guys, that's the 5 things that you should never do while you're on your RV trip, or your weekend camping trip for that matter. You don't want to fill up at a normal gas station, especially when you're hauling those big rigs. You don't want to drive through these superstorms and get hydroplaning on water. You don't want to start trying to park your things solo. Don't park your camper solo. Don't do that. It's just too hard. You don't need that kind of stress. And everyone's helpful. It's so nice that everybody's helpful. Take advantage of that. Driving too fast, we see it all the time. And what do you see afterwards? A big picture of a camper in a ditch or somebody getting hurt. So drive the speed limit. Even drive under if you have to. People are understanding now. Just don't keep going so fast. And last but not least, stop trying to wing those reservations. Get them. Get the reservations. They're out there. You can find one. Just ask, be persistent, and get those reservations. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the ride.